Hello, welcome back to First Stride Racing. How's everyone doing? We are here in China for round one of season 2. So we've kind of rolled it back, put everyone into one lobby, and we are going to start over. So, in saying that, take a quick look at our track here. Guys are just about to get there out and on track for qualifying. So we will pop to them shortly once they get around there. But as you can see, we have 2 DRS zones. And looks like 16 turns to this track. A mix of long straights and fast corners. So should be interesting. We'll see how everyone gets on here. And it looks like the drivers are starting to make their way onto track. So we will pop over. There we go, Big Vita. How is everyone doing, Jens? How are you? Should be interesting. I'm not sure how we've worked out the teams here. But here we are. This is a fun track. There we go. My headphones. I was like, it is awfully quiet. Headphones will help. There we go. On board with Jens on his outlap. And we will see Dan Richards coming around through sector 1 here. I believe he is first in line, and then I think that's Big Vita and Duffman behind him. Coming down the back, no. This long right-hander that never ends. Flat out down the back straight. DRS swing open into this heavy braking zone. Get the car rotated back on the power. And the semi-quick final corner. 32.8, but Big Vita goes quicker than Duffman with the 31.4. Tulu. with a 131.8. Stevie Boy 132.009. Let's see what Duke can do. Duke goes fastest, but so does Agbella Jobs. With a 31.2. Are we going to hit the 30s before the end of Q1? There's still some people who haven't set a time yet. Mastermind. Coming around. What can he do? Ooh. Whoever that was manages to get out of the way, but a little bit late. That would have been scary. And 8th fastest. So Matt Harris hasn't set a time yet. Hunters is on his fast lap. Really nice through there. On the power. Little kink down into this tight right-hander. Get it slowed down, rotated. Back on the power. Into this awkward left-hander. Back. Just gotta. They're so quick. You're just scrubbing speed off as you go. Oh. That was nice. You can see there the other driver's getting out of the way. Gets it slowed down, and this is going to be good, I think. Enough for 7th fastest. It's a good lap. Okay. JCB. Short shifting it just to keep the traction there. Took a lot of curb, but that was well done. Oh, I can just see some of these cars are struggling keeping they've keeping their back ends from sliding out. With these long straights, they've pulled a lot of downforce off these cars, and so it could be a case of where they've just got more front end than back end, and Can't keep up. And JCB goes 5th fastest. Drama. Can he start some drama and get his car on the front row? Coming around the last few corners. Last corner. Gets the power down. And only goes 14th fastest. Now, Duffman looking to not sure, maybe ducked in for a bit of a tow there. Oh, Duke goes fastest with the 131.038, so we're getting close to the 30s. Stevie Boy in the Aston Martin. I don't think he's on a hot lap. Okay. So, in the Alpine, she needs to set a time here. Now, let's see. That was nice. But 14th fastest. Okay, so Kanagbala Jobs put it on pole. We've got 3 minutes minutes and 40 seconds to go in the session. Got McLaren looking good. Back on board. Yeah, that thing is looking good. Using all the track on exit. Gets it slowed down in time. Rotated. This is going to be a good lap. Oh. Oh. Bailed on the lap. Captain Jeff in his Mercedes. Doesn't appear to be pushing. And he may have took an extra lap to warm up his tires because he does look like he's pushing now. He is up 0.032 seconds on his best lap, and he touches the curb and a bit of grass. Manages to save it, but that's his quali over, unfortunately. Pushing a little too hard. Got a little too much curb. But Duke looking to go quicker and ensure that P1 pole position for the start of the race. Someone's gone off the track there. I don't know if that was to give space or accidental. And he does go slightly quicker. What can Duffman do? He's getting a tow from his teammate. Wow. Thank you, he says. And gets himself onto the front row. Great lap. And there's your grid. Looks like Duke, Tesker, and Duffman on the front row. Agbala Jobs and Stevie Boy on the second row. JCB and Big Vita on the third row. And it looks like Tulu and Diddley on the fourth row. Jens and Mastermind on the fifth row. Captain Jeff and Hunters on the sixth row. And Dan and CJ on the seventh row. Soph and Matt on the eighth row. Quick look at our driver lineup. I don't see Truck-a-Duck. And I don't think I see Brandon or Lucas, so maybe reserve there as well. Dan and Tulu, Big Vita, Matt, Span and Venom. I don't know if I see those guys. Maybe it's changed since I've got this. I'm not too sure. But we are about to go racing. That's what the calendar looks like. So next week we'll be in Melbourne, Australia. This track, yeah, it is going to be really hard on your front left tire, I believe. With those big, long right-handers. So that's the tire you'll be trying to save. All of them. But I'm ready. This should be it. I'd like to see this season just kick off from here. And we have no more issues. I think there was a Euro soccer game. England versus Switzerland, I think. I managed to catch the end. It was just the shootout. It's probably the most exciting part, I'm sure. Not really a football guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. We're about to go racing, and they're off. Duke spins his tires, really struggling, gets a horrible launch, and Duffman manages to get up the inside, and Duke tries to hang it around the outside. That's not gonna work. And Duffman takes the lead. Duke, followed by Jobs, followed by Stevie Boy. And we've got a penalty to Stevie Boy for cutting the corner. Not sure what happened there. It was a little bit wild. But still in the lead is Duffman, followed by Duke. And Agbala Jobs in third. So right off the bat, Hunter's gained 7 positions already. Tulu, who is in fourth, has gained 3 positions and is 6/10 behind third place. No one's really pulled away yet. Front two are just starting to. Agbala Jobs now out of that DRS zone. And is going to need to push hard to get back in it. Or he is going to slip away from the top two, who don't seem to be fighting each other. They're just working together. But we'll see. Duke does go to the inside. Gets the move done. Duff did go a little bit deep there, but obviously has to concede the position. The move was done. Duke sets the fastest lap of the race. Duff has a look up the inside, just a little peek, saying, I'm still here. And now Agbala Jobs slipping away from the 2 front runners, but has Tulu, Hunters, Captain Jeff, all right behind him, chasing him for that 3rd position of the race. Lap 3 of 28. And a little bit of battle here between Dan and Stevie Boy. Stevie Boy still carrying that 10-second penalty from early in the race for corner cutting. Trying to make up those positions now. He dropped way down the field. And Stevie Boy looking to get around Mastermind. Goes deep, touches the grass, and spins. Unfortunate. And now has to look for a safe spot to get around. And this has brought Matt Harris right on his tail. We'll check in with Soph here, who is sort of stuck in a bit of a train here. And Big Vita. Not sure what's happened. Saving his tires, maybe. Meanwhile, the battle for first. Duff up the inside. And Duke trying to hang it around the outside. That's not going to work. Has no choice. And we have Duffman on a set of hards, and Duke is on the mediums. We're 5 laps in. Might start to see a bit of a tire crossover. Maybe not yet, but pretty soon. And Hunters has managed to get up into P3, as something must have happened to Agbala Jobs, who's dropped down into 8th position. That is unfortunate. But Tulu right there. So is Captain Jeff. And there's definitely a battle going on here between Mastermind, who's picked up a penalty for track limits, 3 seconds. It is getting spicy in the midfield. Devil Diddley sneaking his way up in there. Jens. And Agbala Jobs, who's in 6th place. He's dropped 3 positions. He was sitting in 3rd. Now, 3.2 seconds behind Captain Jeff. Hunter's currently holding that position. And he can still see the 2 ahead, who maybe have lost a little bit of time due to some squabbling up ahead. But appears that there may have been a bit of contact there. It could have just been... I don't think it was malicious. I think Hunter may have just turned in a little early and misjudged it with his front wing, but we might be okay. Everyone's okay. Tulu now into third position. Meanwhile, Duke is pushing hard to catch up to Duffman. He's now just 4/10 behind. But the idea is he was supposed to build a bit of a gap before these tires wore out, and as you can see here, those hards are just starting to have a bit more grip. I think we're getting into that tire crossover, as Duffman was quite a bit quicker through that long right-hander. But again, Duke gets in. Duffman closes off the inside, forces Duke to the outside. These front left tires are going to be screaming at him pretty quick here. This is some great racing. And Tulu maybe starting to make a little bit of ground on Duke here. Both of them. Inside 4 seconds. Hunter still pushing in 4th. Captain Jeff in 5th. And Mastermind and this battle are going on. And these guys are going hard. Devil Diddley around the outside. Mastermind keeps his car there. But Devil Diddley's runs it wide. There's no way he was going to get that corner. And I would say he needs to give that position back. Making that pass was not made on track in my head. But we don't have a replay button yet for these Codemasters games. Come on, Codemasters, you have to give us better spectator options, because it makes it so much better when we can flash back mid-race and investigate a little bit. Yeah, so she's, I don't know, moved up 5 positions. Now, Agbala Jobs down 10 positions and missing an end plate on the front wing of his McLaren. A Big Vita. Down 10 positions. Has a 3-second penalty. That is unfortunate. Looks like Egbella Jobs has stopped. Big Vita's stopped twice, so that explains some stuff. Devil Diddley and Jens have also stopped. Duffman's got a 3-second penalty. For disobeying track limits. And that could come back to haunt him. Duke's still hanging in there. Tulu's starting to fall back a little bit. But now has to deal with hunters who, well, not now, been dealing with them the whole time since Tulu got around hunters. But never quite close enough to make the move, so he's already moved up a bunch of positions, so he may be looking to try to extend a little bit here, so probably content to just hang in behind. Doesn't seem to be pushing too hard to make anything happen. Perhaps just waiting to see if Tulu will make a mistake. Or be looking to follow Tulu into the pits. Who knows? But Duke takes over the lead. We've missed the move there. Little bit of a glitch. I would say Duff tried a little bit of a switchback and Duke hung on. And Duff with slip and DRS easily gets the move done. This is a great battle. But we also got hunters diving into the pits now. Tulu stayed out. And Captain Jeff is looking to get into the fight. Great racing so far. Phenomenal racing. Nice close battles. Everyone's being respectful for the most part. It's good hard racing. Here we got JCB in 6th place, trying to hunt down Dan for 5th. And Agbala sets a new fastest lap of the race. JCB pushing hard. And is he close? And he's going to be close enough. He's going to get that DRS swing open. Dan moves to the inside, forces JCB to the left, but it is not going to help him. JCB first. Oh, there is contact. There is contact. And might have been a bit of a lunge from Dan. I wouldn't doubt it. I saw the contact, and it was clear to me that JCB was ahead going into that corner. And I think, in my mind, Dan probably should have backed out of that and should probably concede the position, in my mind. I would definitely say he has to give that back. And it looks like he's done that. So, fair play. Fair play. And I would say that is a fair play. Back to racing, boys. And drive through penalty for Agbala Jobs. Speed in the pit lane or something, I think, said. But no. Dan. Safety car. Safety car, safety car. The two front runners dive into the pits. Duke pitted a while ago, I think. Let's see. Oh, he pitted just before the safety car. Oh my goodness, that's gonna suck. And it looks like Captain Jeff was given a freebie there. In an amazing turn of events. Safety car, safety car. And Dramas picked up a 3-second time penalty after receiving multiple warnings. I'm assuming track limits. We've lost Matt Harris. We have lost the Ferrari of Matt Harris. He is out of the race. And his round one is over. So, just over halfway through this race. Duffman in the lead. We are in safety car. Captain Jeff is in second. Tulu in third. Duke in fourth. Jens in fifth. Devil Diddley in sixth. Dan Richards in seventh. We have JCB in eighth. Stevie Boy ninth. Soph in 10th. Hunters in 11th. And Agbala Jobs in 12th. Currently holding fast lap the race with a 134.406. Big Vita in 13th. Mastermind in 14th. CJ Drama in 15th. And we have lost Matt Harris, unfortunately. So, hopefully safety car in this lap. Okay. Yep. Safety car in this lap. I like that little flashy feature. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Do, 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 do. All right. So, we're racing. Looks like we got off to a good start. Ooh. Devil Diddley getting it slowed down. Dan Richards right on the back of Diddley. Lap 17 of 28. Oh, we've got contact between Diddley and Jens, it looked like. Does Jens have any damage? But Devil Diddley. His wing looks okay. I'm not sure if he's carrying any damage. Interesting. Sorry. I was trying to see if I could figure out where his penalty came from, but looks like just track limits. And now Captain Jeff has taken over the lead of this race. And Tulu with a chance. While these two battle in front, Duffman gets around Captain Jeff. The DRS and slip is so strong on that back straight. But Duffman goes defensive. Captain Jeff is going to try to hang it around the outside. And just manages to actually. And the view from Tulu's car as the Mercedes and the Red Bull go wheel to wheel through turns 1, 2, and 3. And the front three have started to pull away from the pack. As you can see, Duke is now 4 seconds behind third place, followed by Stevie Boy and JCB Forever. So it looks like all these midfield battles are still going strong. As you can see, JCB goes up the inside, gets the move done on Stevie Boy. Stevie Boy late on the brakes, tries to get it turned in time, and runs out of track because JCB's car was there. Stevie Boy going defensive at the last second as Dan Richards is in the fight. And so is Hunters, and so is Gents, and Soap trying to get into the fight. Eight-ish laps to go, and it has been an awesome race. An absolutely awesome race. Big Vita now in 11th after finding himself in last place for most of the race. So that safety car definitely worked in the favor of the kick driver. His teammate Drama, little late lunge by Mastermind, but no contact made, and all's fair in love is war. Big Vita into the pits. So obviously Big Vita did not pit during the safety car and went for a bit of track position, so we'll see. Meanwhile, his teammate CJ Drama is up 3 positions. Soph is up 5 positions. And Hunter's also up 5 positions. JCB up into 5th. So he is flying in that Red Bull. Duke in P4 is falling back. We're now almost 5.5 seconds back from the lead pack. And Tulu's still right there. And potentially hoping to just gain a few positions. I mean, you're going to be happy with the P3, and if these two battle hard enough, he may not have to do much more but bring it home. Give him the old George Russell. So we'll see how aggressive Captain Jeff gets here as he starts to run out a race. And again with the 133.630, Agbala Jab sets another fastest lap of the race in the late stages of round 1 here in China. And we've lost Stevie Boy. Are we going to... We got caution in Sector 2. Are we going to end up with a safety car? We've lost Stevie Boy. And he seems to be... I think we're going to need a safety car. He's not off the track there. I saw him against the wall. And no, it looks like they've managed to push him out of the way. And we are green, green, green racing again. Captain Jeff running a little bit deep. As the three of them make their way through Sector 2. Lap 23 of 28. Still, anything can happen. These top three are racing hard. Dan Richards, 3-second penalty. Now Tulu, I think close enough, but doesn't go for it. Bides his time. Really good. Really makes up time on Captain Jeff in turns 1 and 2 there. Now, can Captain Jeff take the win? But also, what do we got going on back here? A little bit of battle for 7th, 8th, and 9th, it looks like. So, right The tale of Dan Richards. And we have safety car. We've lost Devil Diddley now. That's unfortunate. So on lap 24, we have a safety car. Captain Jeff decides to pit for a set of soft tires. Bit of a gamble with there's not going to be much race left, and he has lost a ton of track position. Hunters now finds himself in P3. So we'll see if that gamble works out for Captain Jeff, but I think a mistake was made by his pit crew, as we're going to be in safety car. We might only get 2 laps of racing once the safety car ends. So I don't think that was wise. Tulu now in second. And Soph in the Alpine up into 6th. 9 positions. Great race. Hunters worked his way up through the grid, now finds himself in a 3rd position. 9 positions made this race, but does hold some penalty. So if we take a quick look, we can see Duffman has 3 seconds and Hunters has 3 seconds. Tulu, sitting in 2nd place, does not have any penalties. Neither does Duke. So the way this finishes on track may not be the way it's officially scored at the end of this race. But we'll see. Hopefully they've got everything cleaned up and we can get racing here. We'll find out. So we are going to get, like I said, 2 laps of racing. Sprint to the finish. Who is going to win round 1 of season 2? First Stride Racing, brought to you by The Corey TV here on YouTube. Like, subscribe. So we'll get on board here with JCB. There it goes. And we are racing. Oh no. Hunters makes mistake. In turn one, I'm not sure what's happened there. Just maybe wasn't ready for it. Or cold tires. Duke is going to get a penalty for ignoring yellow flag. Don't know when that happened. But we do have a caution in Sector 2. Hunter's all the way just falling back. He's slowing. Or is it Mastermind had gone off the track there as well? Yellow flag over. We are gonna have about 1.5 laps of racing. Tulu just has to stay within 3 seconds of Duffman, and the win will be his. The Haas driver will be taking victory in the first race of the season. DRS now enabled. And the race is on. Battles going on. Dan Richards all over the back of JCB. They've been fighting all race. Now, Tula knows he just has to keep it within a couple seconds, and the win is his. He's not carrying any penalties. Tulu gets the move done before the end of the race anyways. A Duffman with a little bit of a switchback. But I don't think... Wow. A little bit feisty, spicy at the end there. But here you have it. Oh, the driver's crossing the line. What a race. What a freaking race. Driver of the day, Dan Richards. Also, Super Sportsman Lake certainly made a pass off track and gave that position back. Big shout out for that. Big shout out. Also, to Tulu, congratulations on your win. Once it pops up on screen here, we'll be able to run through how this all finished with the penalties all said and done. And there's your podium. Team super stoked. And let's get the bubbly going. Okay. Okay. So let's see here. Wait. Okay, so I guess we'll have to wait and see for the standings next week, because I was not able to see that. All right. Well, thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. That was a lot of fun. That was great racing. I'm not gonna lie. That was a lot of fun. Great battling. And hopefully we get some more of that next week. So, until then, hit that like, hit that subscribe if you like what I'm doing here. And we'll see you next week for some more flat out racing. Bye, guys. We're fighting.